you guys. Let me check this thing for recording. Okay, we are recording. Happy. Oh, I don't even know what today is. Let's just don't get bogged down with those details. Let's just jump right into it. My name is Shelly Long, if you do not know me, and we are so excited to come to you guys tonight. I know that it's been highly anticipated, the launch and release of this women's health product that is coming up. So if you haven't heard of it yet, and tonight's your first night, or if you've been on the edge of your seat waiting to hear about more, just really learning, we are going to share tonight, myself, along with several of our other wellness coaches and such, to help bring some of this alive for you, some of the excitement and really what's to come. And then of course, some Q&A as well. All right. So I'm so excited to be here tonight. And what you're going to expect tonight is going to be an overview, right? We're going to share several testimonials about what's happened for others. And we are going to hear from Aida, and she's going to share more about the whys, okay? Why this product is working so great, and some of those different science part, right? I love hearing her talk. She's so informative and educated, and just really sharing solutions, okay? Solutions. And then at the end, we'll talk to you guys about ways that you're going to be able to get started, and really kind of what's to come. All right. So make sure, if you missed the memo, what happened? Somebody did a screen share. Uh-oh. We need to turn off the ability for people to do screen shares. Amy Wilson, you shared your screen. Is there a way to turn that off, Amy Wilson? Oh my goodness. I don't know what happened and why she had privileges to do that, but if you're able to figure out how to turn off the screen share, Amy Wilson, we are looking at your screen. But I'm going to keep talking and sharing since we are on record. And then ultimately, the deal is, you guys, is that we are going to be really just sharing solutions for y'all to be able, there we go, we're back, to be able to help you find your solutions. Oh, what I was saying, sorry, I got distracted, was that we have the $100 off drawing, okay? So you guys stay tuned. At the end, we're going to give you a call to action. Those that participate in the chat, we are going to pull names from for a $100 giveaway, so stay with us. All right, so just super quick about my story, then I'm going to pass it over to Leslie. She's going to share her story with you guys. Man, this has been highly anticipated, highly anticipated. So if you guys don't know, part of what we do here is we help with all natural solutions, right? Whether it's energy, fat loss, collagen, you know, anti-aging, skin, all the things. But we're with a company called Modere, and their commitment is all about all natural. I mean, they even came out with an all natural retinol recently, you guys, like to where we can, you know, take care of our skin without all the different toxins and stuff. So now their next huge launch coming up is the Women's Hormone Health without synthetic hormones. It's an all-natural health solution for hormone health, okay? So for me, my story is, you know, several of us on here, we earned the ability to be pre-testers before the launch, okay? Pre-launch here. And for me, my testimonial so far has been the brain fog, the one that I am the most excited about. Do you guys ever feel that? Like, oh my gosh, I can't remember a thing. Like I'm dragging through the day. What's going on, you guys? I even bought a dementia book, okay, a couple months ago. Not even going to lie. I was like, what is my problem? Why can I not remember anything? And my friend, actually, Aida on here, she said, Shelly, it's menopause brain. I'm like, what? Number one, I ain't in menopause, okay? I'm in denial. Okay, it's pre-menopause brain. Okay. And so I was like, are you serious? She's like, yeah, you don't have dementia. Relax. And so when this product came out, that was literally like within 4 days what I noticed the most. I felt like me again, you guys. And so I'm working my way around through the full 30 days of the product. So for once in my life, I'm actually looking forward to having a period. Okay. And we are going to talk period talk. We're girls. It's hormones. Okay. And so I'm ready for that, just to see how that happens. Because I don't know, can you ladies relate? Like, in fact, while I transition over here to Leslie, I'd love for some interaction for y'all. Like, what is it that your biggest struggle is, right? Do you find that it's hot flashes, night sweat, mood, energy? Do you find it's excessive cramping, excessive bleeding, low libido, you know, vaginal dryness? Like, what is it? Us girls going to get to know each other, all right? And the fact is we have a solution coming for you, all right? In fact, Leslie, she experienced improvement in almost all these categories. I think her biggest was anxiety. So we were happy about that. She was happy about that. Leslie, go ahead way, Sunshine. You had such amazing results. I'm so happy for you.
Thanks, Shelly. Thanks, everybody. Okay, if you don't know me, I'm Leslie Fink, also known as Fit Life with Fink. That's who I am. And I'm here to share my story because I'm so excited. And if you've known me for any length of time, I have never used these words ever. And I've lost 102 pounds and I love everything that we sell, but I've never used these words life changing until this product. This is life. I won't say the next word, changing. I'm going to be PG. Okay. But to tell you a tiny bit about me. So I'm 58 years old, almost 59. And I've been in menopause about 4-ish years or so, 3 to 4-ish years, somewhere around there. It's hard to pinpoint exactly when, but somewhere like that. And I want to tell you something about me real quick to really be able to explain. So in 2020, I developed anxiety for the first time in my life. And I mean, pretty severe anxiety, 2 to 3 anxiety attacks a day, sometimes so debilitating. I can't leave my house without my husband. It's a very interesting type of anxiety. I don't know. It's like, I keep saying I'm addicted to my husband. I don't know, but I didn't understand it. And I blamed it on COVID because I didn't know what to blame it on. You know, I thought, well, we blame everything else. Let's just blame it. I don't know. It was 2020, right? But I had just this terrible, terrible anxiety, along with, mood swings that took me off the charts, no energy, no sleep, all these things. Well, to tell you a tiny bit, so I was actually one of 55 people that was asked to go to California. I live in Texas, to go to California and to be one of 55 to be able to share this with the world before anybody else could even get it in their hands. Like it was funny in training. We weren't allowed to even use our phones or anything. It was kind of crazy. We're trying to memorize stuff. But what I really want to tell you is the researcher, the scientist, okay, you're going to hear from Aida in a minute. I'm not that person. The Aida science, the researcher that knows all this stuff, listen to Aida in a minute, because I just don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a researcher. I'm not anything like that. I just tell you what works for me. When people say, why does trim work? I say, because I lost 102 pounds. That's why, But when she stood up there, this doctor, and she said, do y'all know that when your hormones are imbalanced, that you get anxiety? And I was like, what? I mean, I just sat there stunned. No doctor. I go to a hormone doctor, an endocrinologist, all these things. No one had told me that. No one said if your hormones are messed up, that you can get anxiety. I sat in that chair and tears came to my eyes because I thought, oh my God, there's a reason I'm not crazy. I mean, well, I'm not completely crazy. If you'll know me, I'm a little bit crazy, but I mean, it's like I just couldn't even believe it. And I actually talked to her for a few minutes after we were done. And I told her my story and she said, you got to get this in your body. You got to get this in fast as soon as, get it in there because you're just going to be blown away. So I half believed it, half didn't, said, well, what are we going to see? Right. So I've been on this now 7 weeks, but I want to tell you just a little bit about what happened. Day one, I put it in my body and I got energy. I wouldn't even share it at first because I kept thinking, is this real that I could have energy my first day? So I did a test and did no caffeine for 7 days. No, people are asking me, can you not have caffeine? Yes, you can. But I wanted to want the caffeine and the coffee that I love. I didn't want to need it. There's a big difference. It's like, okay, we're all women here, right? You want a man in your life, but you don't want to need that man. You just want him, right? It's a big difference, okay? Because we're independent, strong women. I want my coffee, but I want to need it. So that energy coming immediately with no caffeine in my system totally blew my mind. And then about a week in, I started noticing that my mood swings were gone, no mood swings. I'm not saying I'm this perfect little person, but if y'all have had mood swings, you know what I'm talking about. It's the highs, the lows. It's where you're ready to tear into your husband or your kids or, your best friend, which my best friend is thankful for these just because, when I got them in my body, she was happy. So the mood swings. And then I noticed on around day 20 is when on day 20 is when I really, really noticed. And I said, I've had 2 anxiety attacks, two anxiety attacks in 20 days when I was getting 2 or 3 a day. And it blew my ever loving mind that I had 2 anxiety attacks in 20 days. And I'm like, how in the world could that even happen? And then I really noticed a few days after that I started just sleeping I say like a baby, but I say it's like a husband because men just sleep. They sleep better than babies, right? But everybody that knows me knows so much about me and knows that I don't sleep. I sleep maybe 4 hours a night. And I'm telling y'all that there were a couple nights that I didn't have to get up on a Saturday and I slept 10 hours. And what I really noticed it doing again, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor, I'm none of those things. But what I'm thinking it did is balanced my cortisone levels and helped me sleep, which I lost 1 pound. And 1 pound doesn't sound like a lot to y'all, but I'm already at my goal. I'm past my goal of weight loss. I'm not trying, I just lost that pound. But I'm telling you now, tomorrow is 7 straight weeks I've been on this product, and I still am at the 2 anxiety attacks in 7 weeks. So it has blown my ever loving mind. I don't know what else to tell y'all, but it's life changing. And I mean, that's really my story so far. I did not have hot flashes, so I know someone else on here that's going to share hot flashes in a minute. I do not have low libido. If I said that, y'all would know I was joking because I'm like a 17-year-old boy. But others are getting, that's what's so great about testimonies is you're getting so many different testimonies. So that is mine. Energy, sleep, 1 pound weight loss, anxiety, mood swings gone. It is just life changing.
I love it. I love it. We're going to hear more from Leslie here at the end. That's so good. I love it. All right, Julie, you're up. You're up. Let's share with these women. What's been going on for you, girlfriend?
I am so excited to share my story because I see a lot of it on the chat. Hot flashes. So for me, a little bit about my background. My name's Julie Ruffino, and I've been with this group of ladies for about 3.5 years, and it's been the experience of a lifetime. And I've been in menopause for 6 years, somewhere in there. And I cannot take HRT. I cannot take hormone replacement therapy because I had a DVT blood clot that was life-threatening 10 years ago. So I cannot take any of those hormones. So I was super excited when I have tried several things and they just aren't working. Or you have to say, oh, we're going to leave it in you have to get it in for several weeks and several months. It's just not working. So I was super excited to try this. And mine's a little bit different than Leslie. So I've only been taking the product for 15 days. My hot flashes were so bad 3 weeks before I got the product. I had literally sat on the edge of my bed. I had 4 hot flashes within 1 hour. And it's just the rushing, hot, sweating. My clothes are off. I'm crying. I'm telling my husband, and I probably had an anxiety attack in there as well. It was horrible. I mean, I was literally crying. I couldn't take anymore. So I was super excited to get the product in my body. And I'm happy to say that the hot flashes the other day, I was like, oh my gosh, I feel one coming. I was going to take my shirt off. And I was like, where did it go? I mean, it literally was like, and then it didn't do the whole rush to my head, rush to my face. So I had to put my shirt back on. And my husband was like, wait a minute. You're gonna have an hot flash. But anyway, so it's just minimized it so much that I don't even know I'm having them. I've tracked them in my book every day when I wake up, if I've even had the night sweats, because I'm the sheet tosser, the bed, the blanket tosser, the fan by my bed. My fan doesn't come on anymore. And my husband even said, hey, I've noticed that you haven't thrown your sheets on me in about a week. So I was like, it is really it's just life-changing for me, because waking up with I was one where I would just lay, I didn't want to turn, because if I turned, it would activate a hot flash. I mean, literally in my bed, the night sweat would come just when I rolled over. So I don't have that anymore. So if I have a very minimal hot flash, it goes away as soon as it comes on. And that's only after 15 days. So I'm super excited to see how it just continues to develop for me. But that for me is life-changing, because it was so uncomfortable. So, but that's, and
I love that.
Yeah. So that's my story. I know it's been 15 days, but 15 days life-changing. So super excited.
No, that's huge. And honestly, when you share your story, and it makes me excited about the fact that I found this before menopause. I'm like, oh my God, you just made that sound so miserable. because I'm always so cold. Like I'm so cold natured. I always make jokes and say, I look forward to menopause. Like I'm gonna have my own internal heater, you know, I'm tired of being cold. People are like, careful what you wish for. But that sounds miserable. It made me like almost emotional for you talking about like, you know,
Oh,
how you
yeah.
felt on the edge of the bed and just knowing that so many people struggle with that. So
Horrible. It is. And yeah, it was. It's just, and you know, I guess like you said, some of your symptoms are a little bit different, but the hot flashes were the worst. But anyway, so
yeah.
I'm so
Yay,
happy
well, I'm glad
to
that's
share
better for
that with
you.
y'all. Yeah.
Yay! So good. Thank you for sharing, Julie. We appreciate you. I love,
You're
like you said, like
welcome.
all our different stories are so diverse, you know, and the fact is that it's kind of like whatever we're struggling with, you guys, that's what it's going to help with. You know, whatever it is that you're struggling with, because that's your hormone imbalance, right? The goal is to balance the hormones where you're having an issue to fix that. So Aida is actually going to be able to speak more to that articulately. She's had a success story of her own. And then also, you know, she'll share her credentials. She's gotten such passion about this topic. She's gone on to get certified, and she's just like our little brain of the team, and we just adore and love her. So Aida, take it away, Sunshine. Help these women. Like, why do they need these products?
Oh my goodness. For those of you women who have not started menopause yet, this could not come at a better time for you, because let me just start off. My name is Aida Steinbacher. I'm a former homeschool mom of an 18-year-old, and I turned 50 in September, but my perimenopausal started a couple of years ago. And I had no idea what was going on. I had joint aches, I had anxiety. As my son is learning to drive, I'm unable to drive on the highway. I literally had 2 panic attacks. He had to talk me into pulling over to the side of the road and exiting off the highway. So when perimenopause or menopausal symptoms start to happen to you and you have no background, no former warning as to this is why this is happening, you start to think you're losing your mind. You start to think, what is happening with me? Can I even drive? Can I do the simple things in life? Is this the beginning of the end for me? And so you start to really go into yourself, and you get into this panic mode. And that's when I started studying about what is going on, thanks to our gut health product. So I realized that some of the overwhelming feeling could have been associated with digestive problems, the bloating, the not going to the bathroom. And that's where the research began for me. And you know, one of the things that we notice, for those of you that are on cycles, or we know that day 14 to day 28 are the days when you start to feel your symptoms of PMS. And that's generally when estrogen dominance can be felt mostly. So we get moody, we get tired, we get sluggish. And what's happening there is that estrogen levels are declining because the body is processing the excess estrogen to dump it out of the system through our fecal matter. And if we're not getting regular bowel movements, then what's happening is those excess hormones are just being recycled back into your system. So your perimenopause or your hormonal symptoms, your PMS symptoms tend to last a lot longer, and they're long drawn out. If your liver is sluggish and you're not going to the bathroom regularly, so you really have to optimize your gut health. You have to optimize your liver. And so that's what I started doing. Our amazing prebiotics really helped me with that. So I was sleeping better. I was going to the bathroom, so those excess hormones were being dumped out through fecal matter, and I was starting to feel better. But then the hot flashes began, and so those are the things that I was suffering through. And after getting my hands on our P23, I still have my fan on, I'll tell you that, but I am sleeping better. My hot flashes are a lot less, and my foggy mindedness is really reduced. And I started to feel like I can again. So I haven't done it yet, but I'm driving more, and I'm driving from one exit to another exit on the highway in 2 weeks. So if that tells you something about being able to have the support that your body needs, it's just been incredible. And again, you know, when you consider all of the toxins that we have that that we're, in our cleaning products, they mimic estrogen, the xeno estrogen things in plastic, in chemicals, in our skincare and in our makeup, hair products, all of those things, because each of our cells has estrogen in it. But what happens is when we have xenoestrogens interrupting the cell, it can't communicate with our hormones cannot communicate with our cells. So then therefore we have excess estrogen, we have cortisol, we have all the stresses, and it appears in different ways for everybody. All the women that spoke here, we each have similar things, but each of us are different, So that's the reason why there's over 40 different symptoms of menopause. So this product is going to put an end to, well, again, we can't make any medical claims, but I can tell you right now, I cannot wait for all the women, every single woman on planet Earth, to be able to have access to this. So I'll stop rambling now and I will give it back to you, Shelley. Oops, I can't hear you.
Thank you. I'm muted. Thank you. I love that you brought up too about the gut health. Actually, that is just so huge, and we don't realize all those different ways that gut health really plays a part. With the hormone receptors. I mean, I've been learning more of that about you. It's actually made me want to go get certified in gut health and the women's hormone too, because it's just crazy. I mean, we know the power of gut health, right? We have so many issues, like even stubborn fat loss. We have the prebiotics we've had for a while now. The company brought those out, about a year or so ago, because they recognized the importance of that, the microbiome, the connection from the gut and the brain, and just how powerful it is for mood, energy, all that you spoke to. But I do know that they actually do recognize that the power of the gut health related to the hormones. And I do know that they're going to be even doing some discounted bundles, you guys. When this all comes out together, they're going to do some discounts to allow you to get the prebiotics and the hormones together, because it's so important. Some of you guys started in the Best Me program with us in the new year, and you're getting your vitamin packs free every month too. And even just knowing the synergistic effect of having those different nutrients and stuff going together to where we can really maximize our results. So it's just super exciting, just the overall feeling of wellness. Right. So yes, we're all about the hormone health and feeling great, but we're about the anti-aging, right? Looking and feeling our best. So I love that, Aida. Thank you so much for sharing. We appreciate you. So next up is Jana. Her story's a little bit different. I was so excited that she was able to get her daughter taking the product. I'm super excited to get my daughter. She battles so much, you guys, with all the things. I mean, it's not just the teenage thing. I mean, truly the hormones and the bending over the cramp and the nausea, all the stuff that's going on. So this has been something that she's going to be able to use, really essentially it's recommended 18 up. There's 2 different formulas. I don't think we actually spoke to that. Maybe Jana, you can add that in with yours. We have the 2 different formulas that we actually can help people based on their age. So Jana, do you want to speak to that and share your story?
Sure. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. Yay. Oh my God. It's been such a fun evening listening to everybody share their story. Thank you so much to those who've shared so far. Okay. Yeah. So when I earned the right to be a tester as well, which was super, super, super exciting. And we got to decide or we got to select the formula that we wanted. And my daughter being 18 and just watching her, turn into this young woman, she's battled like just severe PMS symptoms. So I decided right off the bat that I was gonna let her use the product. And so she started on it, and I noticed a change in her. I didn't even have to ask her, because my daughter's period was to the point where she was so fatigued. I mean, just could not get out of bed, and just the cramping so bad, debilitating. So I didn't really see my daughter for a week. I mean, it was very, very hard on her, and especially difficult when she started working and things like that. So I couldn't wait for her to try it. I noticed she definitely had a lot more energy. She didn't seem like she was on her cycle. So I asked her, and she was like, yeah, my flow seems a little bit lighter. My cramps aren't as bad. I definitely have more energy. And, I wasn't even having to remind her to take it. She was I would see the bottle out every morning. So I knew she was taking it without me even having to remind her. So huge difference in her. So whenever we got the chance to get our own, or when we got a chance to get another supply, I started using it. So for me, it's crazy, you know, how different our symptoms are. Because for me, my period has never been to that degree. My symptoms were just like mild soreness in my boobs, or, you know, I would be a little bit tired. But the main thing that I've been experiencing lately has just been the mood swings and just these emotional things going on. And I just remember talking to Shelly, like, why am I just sitting here crying at this stoplight? What is going on with me? And she's like, well, Jana, you know, you are at that age. And I was like, shut up. I'm not. Like, I was just like, no, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Like, this is not happening. But seriously, I mean, Shelly's witnessed this in, you know, this cycle of, oh my God, these just crazy bouts of emotion. And I would sometimes even reach out to my girlfriend, Nicole, and she's all big into astrology. And I'm like, is something going on with the planets? Are we supposed to be crying right now? And she was like, no, girl, maybe you just have some energy that needs to flow. And I'm like, yeah, I guess I do, because I don't know what's going on. So when I started on the product, I felt like a different person within 24 hours. I mean, I was just like, whoa. I was like, okay, Shelly, I don't know if it's this pill or Jesus or both, because new me, like, I mean, it really. And so I've been taking it now for like, I don't know, a couple of weeks. And I'm just excited to continue on to see, you know, what happens moving forward through my next cycle on the product. So yeah, I'm loving it. Loving it.
Yay! I love it. I love that. I know. I can't wait. I gave Krista some the other day, and she said she can't find the bottle. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? I'm like, we need to go all out. This stuff is like gold. People are trying to get their hands on it. We launched it out like a little semi-launch for social marketers. And literally it sold out in 45 minutes, you guys. I'm like, this is gold. You cannot be losing this bottle. If you're not going to take it seriously, then forget it. She's like, oh, I realized it was like that important. And I'm like, yeah. So I can't wait for her to get it. I think I'm more excited about it because, you know, I'm the one that lives with her. And yeah, that was funny because for me, my husband used to say, as far as the PMS stuff, he said, you used to have one bad week a month, honey. Now you only have like one good week a month. And I'm like, well, I mean, is it hormones or is it 25 years married? I don't know. Like, no. But no, definitely hormones. So thank you, ladies, for sharing your story. So we're going to transition here, and we're going to wrap up here in just the next couple minutes. Y'all hang with us because, like I said before, we're going to do our $100 drawing. So I'm going to toss it over here to Leslie here in just a sec. So ultimately, what we want you to know as we wrap up is that, you know, you've heard the stories, and we definitely want to be able to answer any questions that y'all have. So we'll stay on for Q&A. But we want you to know that who do you know in your life, what female, right, in your life do you care about, that you feel like, you know, hopefully you heard tonight that something resonated in there that you feel like this is going to benefit you, but perhaps, you know, you think of your daughter, or you think of your sister or your mother or your aunt or your coworker who calls off every month, you know, 2 days a month, every month because she's struggling. So we all know women in our life that are struggling. And that's why we gathered here, because we wanted you to really, really understand this is the real deal, you guys. And the commitment to the company to always stay ahead of that next advance, you know, really staying on the cutting edge, really doing their studies, their due diligence. This product has been worked for the last 5 years, so we're so excited that it's finally launching and it's here. So it's going to benefit you, absolutely. But what we want you to know is that it can benefit other women too, okay? So Leslie is going to share a little bit about, you know, as a team as a whole, we've been able to get, we've had 40 women who have joined us that ultimately saw this vision beyond themselves, okay? So we're not going to talk about this long, but what we want you to know as we wrap up, that you get a choice to be a customer and keep this product to yourself and feel freaking amazing, and you can share with other people and get referral credits, okay? Or you can be like the 40 other women that's joined us in the last month, and our team nationwide. We actually just got a lady started in Paris the other day. Like, we're worldwide. And perhaps you may say, you know what, I have a heart to help other women. And I want to join you guys in this social marketer is what it's called, where you can be a distributor of the products, if you will. So we're going to talk briefly to that. And then we'll wrap up, because we never know what's going on in people's lives. So Leslie, can you briefly share your income story, how you went from, broke as a joke and what you've accomplished, briefly in that regard, because I know this isn't for everyone. Like, I feel it's for everyone, but not everyone feels it's for them. But I want you guys to know what's possible. And I want you to know that if you decide you want to get started with us, as we wrap up, we'll kind of share some of those perks available. And if you decide you just want to be a customer, that's great too. We're here to help you how you want to be helped. So Leslie, tell everybody about your story, and kind of just, real quick as we wrap up here.
Yeah, definitely. I'd love to. So I definitely think this is for anybody and everybody. And I'll tell you why. Because that one little yes that I said changed my entire life. So when I started, I had 25 cents in the bank, and my house, the one you see here that I'm sitting in, was in foreclosure. I mean, life was just horrible. I was also very overweight. At 4'11", I was 220 pounds. I could not afford the products. I'm going to tell you that right now. I was the person that if someone called, said, I have 25 cents in the bank, I can't afford these products, but I needed them, right? So what I really believe is that I could not afford not to do this as a social marketer. I needed income. I needed to change my entire family's life, y'all. I had to do this. So I jumped in having no idea what I was doing at all. I joke sometimes that I sold some products at first that I didn't even know what it was, and I had to go back and try to figure out what I was selling, but I have grown a lot. So a lot of y'all on here are my customers, and you know that I've coached you now very well. But what's also great is that we have leaders to help us, like we have Shelly, that helps me, and I help my team and all the girls that joined, right? But thing is that the struggle and the hardness of having 25 cents in the bank. When I signed up to do this opportunity, I cried. I literally sat at my desk signing up, crying, thinking, what am I not going to pay to do this, right? But instead, I turned around and said, what will happen if I do this? Then what's going to happen to my life, right? So we're going to fast forward a little bit that I paid off a lot of debt, a whole lot of debt. Like, I got a little sign here that y'all probably can't see. $58,523.18. I keep that at my desk because that's a debt I paid off. But then I had this house, right, that was in foreclosure, but I saved it. I saved this house. And on January 26th, I paid this house off 14 years early. I am completely debt-free from this opportunity. It is life-changing. I have a disabled son that I can leave this house to, and he will always be taken care of, which is a huge deal for me. So that's pretty much my story. One thing I did want to add real quick, and then I'm going to probably turn it back over to Shelly, I think, but I want to reiterate something Shelly said a minute ago. She said when they released this product to social marketers, it sold out in 45 minutes. Did y'all hear that? That's how many women needed this. You should have heard the language coming out of these girls' mouths, including mine, that it was selling out in 45 minutes. But the point was, I mean, I see some of my brand new social marketers on here. I see Brandy, I see Elaine, I see Susie, I see a bunch of them. And what I told them was, this is going to be a life-changing opportunity because yes, you can be a customer, you can get this. And I'm so happy if you're a customer. I want you to be happy as a customer. But let me tell you, when this goes wild in March, when this is open to the world in March, I'm telling you right now, I'm buying 12 months because I'm not going to let it sell out.
Right?
The whole year's worth so it doesn't sell out. But if you need income, if you need something to change your life, like I needed income, this is the time. Because I don't care what you think about our collagen or what you think if you need weight loss. I don't care what you think about anything else. But every woman in the world, to me, from 18 to 90, and if a doctor will approve under 18, then let's go there too. It's going to change their life. So if you've ever thought of needing income, this is the time because you can get a VIP list going, and in March it's going to go. And I'm going to make all the money. Y'all don't have to, but I am. So as I
I
say, you
love
can watch me or join me.
That's right. I had a girl yesterday on the team. I love your story, Leslie, so much. You are such an inspiration. There's so many other stories outside of just Leslie's. You know, a lot of the ladies on here tonight are actually here as social marketers and sharing with others, and just super passionate about making a difference in the lives of others and also within their own four walls. But I had a marketer the other day. She was, it was actually the lady from Paris, it's Aida's marketer. And she was just like, oh my gosh, because it's just like this train. It's like, woo, this train, it's like zooming by. And I'm like, that's right, girl, you better jump on this train because it's going. You know, at the end of the day, it's going with or without any of us. And it is set to be their next $1 billion launch, because women are struggling and they're getting older every year too, right? And so for me, I want a piece of that pie. And the question is do you want a piece of the pie, and how much of that pie, right? And knowing that we are a 30-year-old company in over 22 countries, so we're established, but with a ground level product launch. Okay, you guys, so it's super, super exciting. Again, wherever it is that you decide that you want to get started, if it's just to be a customer, we're going to share with you that. And so what's going to happen is right now I'm going to share the perks on why social marketer now, and then we're going to wrap up and do the $100 drawing. So beyond the reasons that we mentioned already, the perks that we have, you guys, our team leaders above us, like they make millions, but I love the fact that they make so much money because they help so many people worldwide. That's these people that are looking for products. But they don't just sit on their duff and collect their check. They invest back into their team. In fact, several of us are getting ready to go to an all-expense paid trip to Nicaragua in their beautiful homes. And we just got back from Destin and all these things that they do to feed back in. But right now what they're doing is that if you get started with what's called an XM kit, it's a $39 enrollment fee to enroll as a marketer. You're going to get that back. Okay, they're going to pay that $40 back to help you get started. Also, another one of our leaders has a $20 off incentive if you get an XM kit. So that's $60 back. And we decided for anybody that's on tonight and decides to get started with us, we're going to pitch in an extra $20 ourselves as your leader that you're enrolling with, / their upline director, like myself, Leslie, someone, whatever it is. So you're going to ultimately get $80 back right off the top. Okay, you guys, as an incentive to help you guys start strong. But these are the perks of what you're going to get. Absolutely, that's perfectly fine. And I want you guys to start chatting down below because we're about to draw names. I want you guys to start posting, you know, what is it that you heard tonight that excites you for your hormone stuff, your income stuff, the product stuff? What is it? We're going to start pulling, and we're going to do a drawing here in a moment. But I want you to know is that not only you're going to get $80 back, you're going to get the Hormone Health product comes free, FREE, free 99 in your XM kit. So you're going to get that. You're also going to get $200 in free product credits to use. And some people, quite honestly, have actually enrolled as marketers that didn't want to sell. They just wanted all the perks, and that's okay too. You can do that too. And so, so you're going to get $600 worth of product, 200 in free product credits to use over the next several months, the free Hormone Health, $80 back. Okay, so that's the XM kit. That XM kit is $399. And then you're going to get all of those perks. Okay, so if that's something that interests you and excites you, whether you just want to get all the perks and all the freebies and all the things and the free hormone products, make sure that you are talking to us tonight and just saying, hey, I'm interested in the perk kit. I want it for income, or I just want it for the perks, or I just want to wait and get the product when it launches, whatever that is. Okay, and the person that invited you on is going to share with you your options on how to get started as a marketer, how to get on the VIP list to get the products for the launch. And then also, just so you guys know this, regardless, it doesn't matter marketer or customer, some people don't realize that Modera is set up with an app called Klarna. So that allows you to do 0% interest payments. So you can split this up over 4 payments if need be. And so that option always exists to you. So if you're like, man, I really want to do that, but I don't get paid till Friday. Well, that's okay. We can put it on and do a split up payments. And then because of the perks that are available, literally, if you got 3 women started with you, you can earn $665. Okay, so we'll talk about that right off the bat because of the bonuses They're really building their team strong to have this massive launch for those that are interested in that piece. Okay, so I don't want to keep you longer if you're not interested in that part. Whatever you're interested in, we're committed to your success and helping you. So does anybody have any questions here? Did we miss any questions? Gina, maybe you've been interacting as we've gone. Does anybody have any questions? What we'll do is we'll do the $100 drawing. That way we don't hold anyone up. Then we'll open it up for Q&A. So those that want to hop off can hop off. Those that want to stay on for Q&A can. I don't want to hijack your evening. We do appreciate your time. We do want to stay on and answer any questions, and we're super excited to help you. So next step is the person that invited you tonight, you're going to get into their messenger. We're going to tell them what part excited you. Do you want the launch for product? Do you want the perks as a marketer? I'm going to be up this evening. So if anybody wants to jump into a three-way chat with me or Leslie or whomever else invited you here, your other leaders, then we're happy to stay up and help you guys get your questions answered so you can get all these perks available. All right, Gina, are you doing our drawing, Sunshine? And then we'll let these ladies go, and then we will do Q&A.
Okay, perfect. You can hear me? 1 second.
Uh-huh.
Let me flip my camera over.
What have y'all heard excited, y'all? Are y'all so excited? I'm so excited to help more people and get more testimonials. I cannot wait for you guys to get this in your bodies. You ready? You ready, Mama?
Okay, can y'all see it spinning?
Nope. Where are we
Yep,
looking
she's
at?
spinning the wheel.
Oh, on your screen. Okay, it's another screen. I see it.
Let's see. Y'all see
What's
it?
it say?
Anne Marie?
Anne Marie, is that our VA?
I
Anne
hope
Marie, our
not.
VA? Is that a different Anne
No,
Marie? I
I don't know what the DA is, but I'm Anne Marie.
Oh, okay. Yay! No, we just
Yay!
happen to have the same
That's so
name.
exciting.
Yay!
Congrats.
Congratulations! Yay! She's like, I don't know what that is, but I'm Anne Marie. Where are you at? I'm trying to find you on the screen, Anne Marie.
Oh,
Where
my
are
face
you?
isn't on there because I'm kind of in transition. And I didn't want
I
to.
see the coffee cup now. I see the coffee
That's
cup. Yay!
that's
Awesome.
me.
Well, congratulations. We'll definitely make sure and get connected with you. Anne Marie, who invited you on tonight?
Okay. Leslie's my gal.
Leslie's your gal. Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure we know how to get with you. And then we are going to send you $100. $100 make you holla.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so
I
excited.
love it. Love it. All right, ladies. So we're going to check out here in the Q&A. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to unmute and ask. Otherwise, hop into our messenger box. Let us know how we can help you. And thank you all so much for your time tonight. We appreciate the opportunity to share about women's hormone health and get your testimonials too. I'm going to be quiet. Unmute if you have questions.
I have a question.
Okay. What's your name? Oh, there's Chris. Okay, I see your face now. You're just as iPhone. What's your name? I mean, what's your face? Your question, girl.
Okay, I live close to you, and I'm more of a hands-on. I've got to see what I have. Would I? I mean, to try any of this stuff, or would you be able to consult me one-on-one?
Yeah, girl, come on. I love humans. I'm missing my humans. In fact, I'm like, we do so much on social media. I'm like, bring me the humans. So yeah, I'll connect with you and you can come by and we'll go over some stuff. And if anybody else is more like face-to-face like that too, and you need that, we're here. However it is that we need to help y'all, let us know. But
Yeah, because
absolutely.
I see you drink that collagen all the time, and it's like, what the heck is she eating?
Oh yeah, my tablespoon of chocolate,
Yeah.
my collagen fat blaster. Yes, girl.
I don't know. I may want to taste that before I get into something.
Oh, it's delicious. It's like chocolate brownie batter. If you ever fight with over the kids, like licking the spoon out of the bowl, it's that.
Okay, well then I'll get with you later and head on over your way. I'm off today and tomorrow, so no, Tuesday.
Yeah, I'll message you tonight when I get done with everybody here.
Okay, sounds good.
Appreciate it. Glad you made it on.
Thanks. Look forward to it.
Yay, me too. Anybody else have any questions? Good to see you on, Jennifer. Recovering from surgery. She's our little collagen queen over there, girl. Taking all the collagen. Anybody else have any questions?
Well, this is Anne Marie. I was trying to I was coming in and out of the conversation. So how or where can you buy the new supplements, or are they available for general consumption yet?
They are not yet, but Leslie is going to message you and tell you how you can get it. You guys,
Okay.
like, we have the opportunity to get it free tonight with all the perks, and then she's going to let you know how moving forward you guys can get it ahead of the major launch that's coming in March. So we'll hit in your message box on how to do that.
Yeah, Anne Marie, send me a message as soon as you get off of this call, okay?
Okay, I will do.
Thank you.
Any other questions? All right, well, we'll wrap up for the night then, ladies. We appreciate your time. Y'all have a great night. We look forward to helping you. I'm sure the husbands, the men, all the humans are going to be happy when our hormones are in check too. So it's a win-win for all.
Thanks, Shelley.
Good night, guys. Have a good
That's
night.
brilliant.
Good night. Good
Thank
job, ladies.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.